I only respect. I don't fear anybody. I don't fear arrest. I don't fear to death. That is what. Then secondly, nobody, president cannot bring France soldiers to northern Nigeria.
All right, beautiful people, lots of freedom all over the world. Yes, it don't happen once again. Once again, we welcome you to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube channel that gives you back-to-back news, back-to-back information, back-to-back everything where they happen for Biafran territory. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you never subscribe. Make sure say you don't subscribe now, because we're going to give you the back-to-back news. I see they hot. I see they happen for Biafran territory. Yes, and that video you did watch, we will give you the full gist and the full interview. Remember when Nnamdi Kanu assured the zoo that it will get to a point that Somalia will be better than zoo. Everybody felt he was just blabbing. Fast forward to 2024, we've seen what has happened. But in all these, one thing we can actually, be grateful for is the fact that there was somebody called the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko, who was able to carry the mantle of leadership from Nnamdi Kanu and carried Biafra to a particular level or stage, before he was being arrested. We're still waiting for the release of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko, which we feel that it will be coming as quickly as possible. But beside that, this whole issue of the French military invading or coming into Biafran land through the help of Tinubu's administration. When Tinubu was elected, if there was one comment I made, you can check my videos during that election period. I said that Nigeria has actually signed their doom. It is time for Nigeria to actually be disintegrated. Whether they like it or not, it is going to come. Thank God that Biafrans have discovered this a long time ago, even before I was born. And that is why they did everything possible to fight their way out. And they are still fighting their way out. Luckily, last year, by November, the redeclaration happened, and it is a good thing. Now, I want everybody to know that Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jagaban, as they popularly call him, will build the end of Nigeria. Because from the north, they've already taken their own side. And that is why the North are fighting tooth and nail. Tinubu have shown the fact that he is only for the West. The southern part of the country, which is Biafran land, are suffering in his administration because we have seen a biased government, and we will continue to see a biased government. The same people, the same French soldiers that were that were rejected by every other African country, is the same people that Tinubu is romancing with and bringing back into the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. I want you to listen to this video. Forget about whoever is talking, speaking. Because the reality is that the zoo, every part of the zoo are now crying. The zoo are crying. People are now crying. They are weeping. Oh, they even prefer Buhari to even this man. And these same people, I could remember they were even being deployed in Enugu State through the help of Governor Mbah to fight the Biafran Liberation Army. He claims that these people are coming to help them. I posted a video where they stormed Enugu, I think Enugu or Anambra, Enugu State, through the help of Mbah, who also invited Tinubu. These people are coming to feast into the mineral resources of Biafran people. That is why they started with Enugu State. It is time that Biafrans resist these people. If not, well, I strongly believe, forget the fact that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not available at this point in time, but Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is trying, actually. And, after this video, you'll be hearing some of the comments, critical comments she made concerning this whole issue. I want you to watch this video all over again, before we go into the talk of the order of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Enjoy this video.
Police, then okay, what of the other side? Then that is the difference. That is mean you want to share this country to Lagos state only to be the headquarters. Okay, if that is what this president, since he come, he renovated president house in Dodombara, he renovated by president Dodombara in Lagos. Why the other president doesn't renovate the house? And anywhere is traveling, he doesn't hand over to vice president. Vice president remain as a vice president. He doesn't hand over to him. He only carry his son. Anywhere he's going, he's carrying his son. I saw him in France shaking Marco. I saw him in Qatar. I saw him in Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. Is the son? Is he president? Do we vote him? Is he a minister? Where is our foreign minister? He pushed all of them in the bench. This person is not ready for Nigeria. It's only a family game, and they will not take it, Oga. We don't have me. I only respect. I don't fear anybody. I don't fear arrest. I don't fear to death. That is what. Then secondly, nobody, president cannot bring France soldiers to northern Nigeria. I heard they will come to Kaduna and Sokoto. It's a lie. They will never come there. Me, I'm retired military. I can go back to uniform and chase those people out. They can never. They will never. Niger, send them off. Mali, all the France colonies, send them out. Why are we working with France? What is the achievement with France? The colonies where they colonize those people, they want out, and they are not with them. Then why is the president eager for France? If he carry them, he will drop them in Lagos. But in another soil, anywhere from Kwara down, we will resist, and they will not take it. And nobody, we have a combatant, trained military officer. The chief officer is an infantry. Chief officer is this. We have a strike air force. We have navy who can fight for us. Why do we go and bring higher soldiers? Say they will fight for us in the north. We don't need them, Mr. President. Nobody will come to our soil or slow minerals. From that minerals, that's what they did in Renault in Niger. 64, they don't have the this thing. It is yesterday they take control of the Renault in Arlik, in Agada. So we will not take that thing, Mr. President. Those France you discuss with them, MOU fine, the MOU will remain in Lagos. It's not for Kaduna, it's not for Kano, it's not for Zamfara. In the northern soil as well from Kwara, we will not take that MOU. You cannot go and do MOU without carrying the governor alone. Do you have a ground? All the rent in the ground belong to the governors, not to federal government. Federal government doesn't have land in government. Governor have the rule of the land. That is why they have the steps here. So you cannot control their land, say you bring people. Nobody will take them, and they will don't need France or Jawaga. If you have anything with Macron or you are anything, that is your friendship. You as a president to president. Then all your plan, Mr. President, we have seen it. You don't, if you are traveling, you carry the whole government will not function till you come back. Kashim have nothing to do with when you come back. He cannot call for fair meeting. He cannot call for any meeting. He only remain there till you come back. Everything is stepped down till you come back. Mr. President, we bought you because of Kashimo from the north. He's presenting us, and he's a vice president. You are the only president that doesn't hand over to vice president when you are going. You say you are working leave. Which working leave? You are not only working leave, Oga. If you are going hand over to vice president, that is why he is there. Simple. If you don't do it, fine. Whether you do it or you not do 2027, Oga, you are going. We will not vote you because you understand where you are going. You are not focusing on the north. You are not focusing on the east. You are not focusing on the south. You are only focusing in the west, and the west only Lagos. Why? Do we? Well, no problem. Do anything you want, but when you are going, Oga, is the constitution you must hand over to vice president, so that activities will continue and nothing like working leave. You travel, you say you're working leave. I'm a retired military officer. If I'm traveling, as a CEO, I hand over to my battalion twice. As a OC, I hand over to my 2 in the company. As a brigade commander, you carry the most senior CO to head the brigade until when you come back. If it's GOC, it's the same thing. If it's Chief Army Staff, it's the same thing. Why are you, if you are traveling, you don't hand over to vice president, you just go. And vice president cannot tell you something to do. He's the chairman of committee on economy. When he said that, he said they withdraw the bill. I expected you to withdraw the bill. When Buhari was traveling, he handed over to Osubanjo. Osubanjo remove the director of SS that time, Deora. When he come back, he did not talk. But your own is different, Mr. President. It's different. You take us as if you don't know what we are doing, or we are fool. We are not fool. We are educated as we are educated. We go school as you go school. So you cannot challenge us for anything, and you cannot intimidate us. Nobody will carry any French soldiers to North. We will not accept it. We have a combatant soldiers. Give them money to fight these people. That's why you want to give a contract of 15 trillion to your son. 15 trillion on the land when we don't have even a single road in the whole Nigeria. What are we talking about? And all road will start from Lagos. You say Badagry to Lagos. All that one, Oga, is not a true. We don't believe it. You buy aircraft without sending the money to Senate for approval. 150 billion. You buy vehicle of 1.5 billion. Are you the only Nigeria, Oga? Because you are number one citizen. Masses cannot even feed 1 square meal. Masses are dying. The statistics we make now, 6,868 people die for hunger, not natural death. We do a statistic, natural death. You can see the grape. The grape of those one who die for hungry, the grape is shareable. It's not like the people who are sick. You see the grape big and the other one is just machete because already it is only bone remain. So what are you talking about? Hunger is killing people and you are bringing another different bill. Mr. President, you have to suit up hungry is killing people and let them be eating 1 square meal. Not to continue traveling from place to place and you call MOU for nothing. That MOU is for you and France. It's good, but it's not for Northern Nigeria. We will not take it from you.
Cabinet members, state governors of the 40 states of Biafra, state executives, stakeholders of the United States of Biafra, the Biafra Securities, Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, Biafra Navy and Biafra Air Force. Special thanks to the Biafra Special Sports, the Biafra military trainers. I greet and I thank you all. Thank you, Biafrans, for calling in today at this time. The redeclaration of Biafra was done on November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland, under the name of the United States of Biafra, by His Excellency, the Prime Minister, Ekpa Simon Njoku, represented by my humble self, Dr. Ngozi Robweze. The grievances for Biafra people was read during that occasion by Honorable Bryson Okeoma. That was what he did, to read the grievances. The declaration was done by our Prime Minister, represented by myself, Dr. Ngozi Robweze. So Biafra, do not be deceived. Bryson Okeoma did not declare the independent state of Biafra. The ratification, confirmation, affirmation, and witness to the United States of Biafra's declaration was done by Attorney Jane Iwunze. This is our story. Over 1,500 Biafrans gathered in Finland between November the 29th and December the 3rd, 2024, to participate in the declaration of our independence, even without our Prime Minister being present, even without our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, being present. Biafrans came together and we declared our independence because we have the right to do that. This singular act proves that the independence and restoration of Biafra is not dependent on any single individual. It also shows that no one can stop the freedom of the over 70 million Biafrans who have sought for their freedom from a country, Nigeria, that rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into its military, police, security agents, and leadership. Biafrans conducted a verified self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria and be a free nation. This was done both by electronic voting and physical voting in homeland. This referendum voting has been verified by the ORB report and the Committee of Emerging Nations that have ratified and approved the referendum conducted by Biafrans. and other international reports to His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa approve the process and the declaration of the United States of Biafra. This is our story. We have been officially recognized by different countries in the world, such as the Eritrean government in exile, the Amazonia government, and several congressmen and women, both in the United States, in Europe, in South Korea, and other parts of the world. We also have several countries that have recognized Biafra between 1967 and 1970 and never denounced our recognition, such as Congo, Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Gabon. We are currently talking with these countries, and they support our independence. Our attorneys are doing their assigned tasks and submitting and updating our records with our allies and orders on the independence of the United States of Biafra. We are following all due process in our recognition and restoration. On the homeland, we extend an olive branch to our neighbors in Nigeria and have demanded immediate withdrawal of all their foreign bodies, military, police, security, and orders from the Biafra territory. It is the right thing for them to do at this time. Our decentralized military will continue to protect their states as needed from any foreign invader. We are happy to report that the Nigeria state is gradually doing the needful. It is in line with the legal status of the United States of Biafra as an independent nation. And it is also in line with making the world a better place, supporting self-determination for Biafrans, self-defense, peace, equity, justice, and freedom for Biafrans. Biafrans have explored all the peaceful processes towards our freedom. We're also using all the rights aspired to us as a nation to enhance and increase our military strength to defend our land, for our self-determination, and for self-defense against foreign invaders. It is pertinent to note and let the world know that Nigeria has been at war with Biafra for the past 2 years or more. This was confirmed by Nigerian Defense Chief Christopher Musa in several public and private platforms. He has confirmed that Nigeria is at war with Biafra. He also on different occasions has explained the type of war Nigeria is engaging with Biafrans. That is on record and that is on public record. As a nation at this point, we must confront the foreign invaders from the Nigeria terrorist state. And we must defend our territory. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, is hale and happy. Our Prime Minister is defending Biafraland against the reintegrated terrorists hired by the Nigerian government wearing military and police uniforms. I want to use this opportunity to let the Finnish local authorities be aware that the image of Finland has been dented by the way they handle the investigation of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And we want them to know that nothing they do or engage in will stop the total defense of Biafraland from the invading Nigeria terrorist states. Nothing, absolutely nothing. If they like, let them conduct this investigation for the next 100 years. What Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, is doing, what he has done, is what Biafrans will continue to do. We cannot allow terrorists to come into our land and kill us and go free. We cannot allow the Nigeria government, headed by Tinubu and his agents, to come into Biafra land, kill us, occupy our land, burn our homes, rape our women, take over our farms, and go scot-free. That will never happen. And that is exactly what our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, was trying to protect us from. That is what our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, was doing, protecting us from these invaders. And that is what Biafrans must continue to do, no matter what happens. Nothing will stop the total defense of Biafraland from the invading Nigeria terrorist state. Finland must be aware that Nigeria is a failed state. Nigeria is one of the countries in the world that has almost all the terrorists inside the country right now, where innocent citizens are killed. Christians are mowed down in their numbers. Children and women are killed without the protection from the state or from the president or from the government. What country will allow their indigenes to be killed continuously like that without any protection? Nigeria is a failed state, and any leader, foreign or local, that tries to protect Nigeria is part of a terrorist government. Any leader, foreign or local, that tries to listen to Nigeria government and do what they say is a terrorist government. The Nigerian terrorist state must leave our land. We will make them leave our land. Peacefully or forcefully. Biafra is now a nation. We have a right to rule ourselves. Finland fought a brutal war. Finland fought for their independence. Now they are an independent nation. The same thing Finland did. That is the same thing Biafra is doing under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Nothing is different. The Western world, they have the power to exit from a country they don't like for any reason. America left Europe to become a nation. What makes that different from what Biafrans are doing? There's no difference. You cannot stop us. If you become a nation, you fight for your freedom, and you exit a country that is oppressing and suppressing you, you must be aware that that is the same thing Biafrans are doing. We met in Finland. We voted. We declared our independence. At this time, the Finnish local authorities need to be aware, need to be mindful that they are holding the prime minister, the head of government of an independent nation, Biafra. They need to do the needful as quickly as possible. Biafrans have continued to ensure that they control their land through several means. One of them is the referendum action. The voluntary referendum action by all the Biafran in the 40 states to release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian terrorist state. Withdraw all Nigerian army, police, and security from our land and allow Biafrans to live peacefully as an independent country. Our Monday seat at home has continued for the past over 2 years. I need to let the world know. Every Monday, every office in Biafraland, every school, every business voluntarily shuts down. This is what we want. This is what Biafrans have decided to do. This shows Nigerian government, they have no power over Biafra territory. They have no power over Biafraland. Because Biafrans voluntarily shut their businesses every Monday. Every bank, every school, every important institution in Biafra territory closes every Monday, voluntarily. Despite the Nigerian government insisting that they open. Despite the Southeast governors working under the Nigerian terrorist state, insisting that they open their offices, their shops, Biafrans have refused to do that. That shows Biafrans are in control of our territory. And that Monday sit at home must continue every Monday until we fully protect our land from the terrorist state of Nigeria. These terrorists recruited by Nigerian government are sent to Biafra territory to kill, maim, and burn the homes of innocent citizens of Biafra just for their beliefs in Biafra nation. Thousands of innocent Biafrans have been killed over the years by the Nigerian terrorist state and their agents inside Biafraland for nothing. For nothing. We cannot fold our hands and watch as our people are murdered daily by the Nigerian state to grab the mineral and natural resources in Biafraland which they used to service foreign countries while our people perish in abject poverty. We can no longer allow that to happen. These same terrorist killings happens in different parts of Nigeria, such as in the Oduduwa land, in Arewa territory, in the Middle Belt, where innocent citizens are murdered in their hundreds, where mass burial are being conducted every now and then. School kids are taken away in their hundreds for ransom. Undergraduates are kidnapped from their dormitories without any trace, while the Nigerian government offers no help. What kind of a country is that? Nigeria is a failed state, and any government, foreign or local, that supports, that listens, that partners with Nigeria is part of the failed state, is part of the failed individual, and is supporting terrorism and the killing of Christians, killing of innocent children and women inside Nigeria. If you don't know the history and what we have gone through, you must listen to us. We are the ones that will tell our story. Nigeria government and their agents cannot tell the story of Biafrans. You must hear it from us, the Biafrans, what we go through. That is why we are the people, and we decide who is going to rule us. At this time, Biafrans have decided our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, must continue to lead Biafrans. So whether you hold them for the next 100 years, whether you don't hold them, we must continue to do what they want us to do. And I promise you, and I've told you, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has already laid down all the rules, all the things that we need to do, and we must continue to do it, even in his absence. That was why we declared our independence in Latin Finland, even without the presence of our Prime Minister or our leader. The template is already set. Nobody can do anything about that template, because it's about the securing the power of the people and the safety of the Biafra people. That is what we will continue to pursue. Fellow Biafrans and our friends, we are working on our recognition by reaching out to not only countries that have recognized us in the past, but new countries that have seen what we've done. We thank our attorneys, private, public ones. We thank Attorney Levy and some of our private lobbies hired by our Prime Minister. We also thank the Biafran Foreign Affairs Department that's been doing and working tirelessly to put some of these documents at the right places. Thank you so much. We have attained several milestones, and in the next few weeks, so many products will be launched by the Biafra Secretary of Trade, Honorable Benjamin. I'm happy to announce to Biafrans that the Bank of Biafra license has been granted and has been approved. And soon, Biafrans will start our online banking, and our currency will start to be used in our homeland. Our Biafra ID card is out. Many of us here have our Biafra ID card. This Biafra card has all the standard and met all the standard for all the requirements of other countries' ID cards, such as America, such as France, such as Europe. And I'm very, very glad to announce that almost all the Biafrans, that their ID cards have been printed. Most of them, almost all of them, have collected their ID card in Finland. I also want to let Biafra know that our Biafra ID card form has been simplified, and the next few weeks or days, we conduct Zoom verifications instead of Jumio verifications, which we know people are finding a little bit difficult. So we have to devise other means to verify our people. All Biafrans have applied for their ID card and whose ID card is on the pending status. In the next few days or weeks, you'll receive instruction on how the special committee that was set up for these tasks will verify Biafrans through Zoom rather than through the Jumio, which has been a little bit difficult for us. The new Biafra ID card form is very simple to fill, just about 4 or 5 questions to submit. Our ID card company is one of the best in the world. We world-class standard verification process commensurate with ID cards of international standards. So Biafrans, be on the lookout for the new form to get your ID card. It's very, very important that you get your ID card. We already fixed the price for that ID card. In the past, either $100 or 100 euros, 100 pounds. But the most important thing is that the form has been simplified. And we want to have over 30,000 Biafrans to subscribe for their ID card as quickly as possible. We have other programs by the business department that I won't reveal here, but it's already in the final stage. Be on the lookout for that. Our IOU is still in progress, but only through the UnitedStatesGovernment.org website. Payment only to the New Dimension Mandate account. Biafrans, if you want to donate using the IOU, which our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa has launched, the only place approved by the United States of Biafra government under his leadership, the Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the only approved account for the IOU at this time is the New Dimension Mandate and the United States of Biafra government website, which is almost in the final stage. No other account is approved by this government for any payment, any fundraising pertaining to the United States of Biafra for the building of our country. Only the New Dimension Mandate and the United States Biafra government, the new website that we just launched. All donations to the USB protection and functioning goes to the New Dimension Mandate and our Homeland account, approved by our PM. The accounts are safe, secure, and transparent. All the 40 states in Biafraland, the only approved account for you to make payment is the Taj Homeland Bank account. Very safe, very secure. Do not be distracted by what the criminals are doing. That is the only account approved. They are running out of funds. They want to come with all kinds of distractions because they are no longer getting money. So continue to donate in those two accounts. We are a country, and what we want to make transparent, it is a requirement for us to run as a country. Do not be worried about some of the fake names that they are parading on social media. Do not be moved, because we are a nation and have the right to raise funds to defend our country. It is our right. We have the right to defend ourselves from invading, reintegrated, and rehabilitated terrorists of the Nigeria state and Nigeria government and their agents. It is our right. The agents that are against us are crying and creating confusion because Biafrans have stopped donating to their hijacked accounts. Those accounts are gone for good. Thanks to Biafrans as you continue to donate to the mandate account and our Homeland account. Any Biafra that is donating to any account, apart from this, you are not following our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And it is your choice to do that. You have a right to do whatever you do, but you cannot do that under the United States of Biafra or under Brigi or under the de facto government led by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Again, in the area of funds, we are no longer going to be operating physical receipts in Biafraland. Moving forward, all homeland tax payments will be done through POS. A committee headed by our Finance Secretary, Pharmacist Diane Eme, has been set up to streamline the contribution process in Homeland. And in the next few days or weeks, you will get a clear instruction on how to make your tax donations, liberation tax donations, and your donations to support the United States of Biafra. No more physical receipt. Anybody telling you anything about that, just know they are not working for the United States of Biafra. All Biafrans, please liaise with your state administrators to guide you on the process of our new way of donating money, paying our taxes in our homeland. No more physical receipt in the whole Biafra land. We are in a world of technology, and online record helps. It helps accountability and transparency. We do not want a Biafra land where we print 1 million receipts and only 10,000 receipts are accounted for. Do not pay any attention to our enemies. Like our leader Nnamdi Kanu has said, the Nigerian government have brought out billions of dollars to fight what we do every day. So you have to understand that. They can come in different formats. They come in different ways. It requires Biafrans that have the sixth sense to recognize where every single individual is going as far as this restoration and stop the bad ones. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu say, you cut off cancer. You don't treat it. The first treatment, you cut it out. Then you go into chemo. That is the only way you treat cancer. That is exactly what we are doing in Biafraland. When we discover the cancers, we cut them off immediately. They can rant, they can rave, they can do anything they want, they can manipulate. They can never, ever have a place in the leadership of the United States of Biafra. That is a promise. These people, these destructors, they were the ones working with the saboteurs, some of them in the ex-Brigade cabinet, to disrupt the declaration of Biafra on the 29th of November, 2024. But they couldn't because the spirit of Biafra was in control. The spirit of over 3 million children killed, including women, during the 1967-70 Civil War. And the spirit of innocent Biafrans languishing in different Nigerian jails in the north, in the west, without recourse for any legal help. Their spirit and those that were killed just for their belief is what is going to continue to fight this war for Biafrans. And with those spirits, we can never fail. Never. Those spirits are in control.